Welcome back to the BSN channel. Today I'll be making light soup based on turkey and fish. So what I have here in the pot is some boiling turkey tail. It hasn't been spiced, it's been frozen fresh from the butchers. Over here we got some mussels from New Zealand, 3 onions which I'll chop. I'm going to use half of this garlic, half of this ginger. I've got some okra that I'm actually going to garnish. I don't like grinding it, it's not what I like. But I like eating it full at the end as I'm chewing, well not swallowing my fufu or whatever. And over here we got enoki mushrooms. And one thing I forgot, which I can't believe I forgot, is pepper. Seeing this as it's my soup only, I'm going to put 2 pepper in so I can make it hot for once. And yeah, I'm going to chop this up and then I'll continue from there, please. Okay, 2 things I forgot to mention is we'll be using chopped tomatoes, obviously, that'll be part of the base. Clumsy me. And another thing I'll be using is some remnants of fish sauce, just to add a bit more fish flavour to it. Don't get me wrong, the mussel will add a lot of flavour, but because I don't have enough fish, this will be a little substitute. But if you have other fish, I advise you put that into. Okay, so I'm just peeling the garlic, and well, actually, I'm actually gonna, forgive me for using my left. I'm gonna put this in with the meat so it melts a bit. And I'm going to peel this and chop the onions. And actually I'm going to grind the garlic with this. So, peace. Okay, so what's been done is, sorry about the fumes. What's been done is the turkey tail has been taken out, divided into 3 or 4, and the feathers and fat has been taken off and put back into the pot where the remaining juice is that's come off the turkey tail. Again, excuse me for using my left, but I can't hold the camera with my right hand, so forgive me for this. I'm going to pick the pepper out, and it's what I'm going to use to grind it. Bloody hell, this is hot. I don't know how are you able to do it? You're just always able to do it with your hands. I don't know, the women of Ghana have the strongest hands in the world. That's all I can say about that. Alright, so this is what's going to go into base. Okay, so got the chopped tomatoes. I've got 3 onions. I even wanted to use more onions, to be honest. I've got 2 Scotch Bonnet Peppers. I still don't know if I'm going to use more pepper, but I think this will be enough. This is ginger that I've squashed with the pestle. I could have used the apotoria, but which is mortar and pestle, you know, the mortar. But I decided I'm going to use the blender instead. So again, forgive me for using my left. Especially to, I'll say tutu. Forgive me, but this is for you. Bloody hell, that's hot. Whew, that is hot. Another thing is, what I'm doing here, do not touch your eye with this. I'm telling you, I've done this before and you will kill yourself. You won't kill yourself literally, but you would want to be dead, basically. You can ask my mother about the punishments she used to get using Scotch Bonnet Pepper. One method would be using a bit of water and a little bit of pepper in your hand, and you rub it on the eyelids. I can only imagine that being a very horrible pain. And another one is putting pepper in a children's bum. So I imagine sitting down must be torture. Let me put this. I'm gonna need to open this, so I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. Let me put chopped tomato in now. Then wash this out with a little water. We don't waste anything in African culture. Even the bones don't get wasted. Okay, and beforehand, I'm going to boil a kettle. I'm not going to use a full kettle. Last time I did. And like the more water you put in the kettle, which obviously you're gonna grind this and then put it in a soup, that would be the base. And you add this to make it a soup, and then you let it, you know, how do I say, simmer for a while, and then the flavors make what we call soup. But if you put too much, you have to wait longer, or you get a lighter texture. I prefer a heavier texture to my soup. I don't like watery soup. Some people like watery soup. I'm not one of them. It's each to their own. I remember going to Togo. Their soup is quite watery, but I can't generalize Togo. I've only been to Togo twice, I think. But they got other food that is nice. Right, so I just need to grind this. Make sure this is locked in properly. Oh yeah. Okay, so we'll come back when this is grinded. Okay, so I tried to blend this. It didn't go so well, so I'm gonna add some more water. Let me get a fork. That'll do. And hopefully this will work. Peace. Okay, welcome back. This has been grinded. I'm now going to add it to my meat. You can see the juices there. That's good. It's going to help with the flavor. Nice. Burning my eyes, but it's nice. Okay, and we're not going to waste that. That's my grandma wouldn't waste it, so I'm not going to waste this. Okay. Make sure all the remnants are still going in. Yeah. There's still a little bit there. I want to add some of that. I'm not wasting no flavor. Okay, so I'm going to let this boil for a little while, and then I'm going to add a tiny bit of the water from the kettle that's already been boiled, so it's not going to lower the temperature of this. After I do that, I will add the mussels, and then I'll add the mushrooms. Please. Alright, so this is boiling. This is ready for the mussels and mushrooms to go in, but I've missed a very key ingredient. My stock. Please don't forget the stock. But this is the right time to add it, so you're watching, just don't forget this, like I did. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in now. You don't have to crush it, you can just put it in. It'll melt anyway. Just make sure you stir it. I'm going to add a tiny bit of water because it's going to be a small soup, it's not going to be a big soup. So let me add a tiny bit, not too much. That'll do. I'm going to stir this. This is burning my eyes. But it's gonna taste good. Wow. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the mussels in. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna put mushrooms in now, divide them into two. The enoki mushrooms, nice. And what I have here is a tiny bit of fish sauce, which is fermented anchovy. I've added some water in it, there's only a little bit left, so I added more water in it and put it all in. Okay. Stir this in. So this is looking nice. I'm not sure, it might need a little bit more water. I think it's enough water. Or a little bit more, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to leave this covered for a while and then I'm going to release it. I'm going to leave this covered. Let me see what temperature is at. Put at a lower temperature.
Higher first, when it's boiled, then you blow.
Alright. Well, I'm going to leave it at a higher temperature and then about 10-20 minutes I'm going to lower the temperature. And then I'm going to see what the soup looks like then. Peace. Okay, welcome back. My mum is stirring the semolina to me. That's the thing I want to talk about. There was no fufu powder left. And again, fufu can be made with any starchy ingredient. And we've chose to use semolina, coarse semolina, which is a healthy alternative. Apparently it's a healthier carbohydrate to, you know, instead of cassava powder and plantain powder. You know, I tried to reduce my cassava intake, even though cassava tastes so nice. Many people are telling me it's not good for you. I can't confirm that, but I advise you to do your research on that. Because, you know, my family's been eating cassava for years and they're still alive, so. This has been, since the last clip, this has been boiling for about 13 minutes. We opened it about 10 minutes ago. I've added about, let's say, a cup and a half of semolina, right? Or 2 cups?
1 cup.
1 cup of semolina. I'll bring the water up to half the pot. Add some butter and some salt. And this has been boiling for 10 minutes, so now, you know, it's almost done. It reminds me of ground rice. That's what it sort of tastes like, to be honest.
It hasn't got starch like ground rice.
Well, yeah, it's not as, it tastes like ground rice, but it's not as rich, you know.
It's not starchy.
Ground rice is very rich, but the texture, what I mean is the texture in your mouth is like ground rice. Or a bit like gari. Or the eba. It has that sort of feel in your mouth, like a little, you can feel the grains, but it tastes healthier. And it doesn't taste so great on its own, but like the soup, it tastes very nice. Let me show you what the soup looks like so far. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Me pe enquine pa. See that right there? You see the oil on the side? That's what you want. That's how you know the fufu. I mean the soup is getting ready. My mom's making kelewele there for my brother. My mom's made her own noodle with fish. I know deep down she would like my soup, but she's not allowed to have any. Because, you know, a lot of women are on diets and my mom doesn't eat fufu. So I had to make it myself. But there was no fufu left. Which is good because if there was fufu left, my mom would probably be making the soup. But she'll probably take some semolina because it's my mom who's been eating the semolina. So why have you been eating the semolina, mom?
It hasn't got much starch at all. That's the whole point.
Why do you want to eliminate starch from your diet?
Yeah, because I'm trying to avoid because it doesn't dissolve easily.
It's hard to digest. Yeah, because the other day we had yam in the morning with some nice, you know, nyame vegetable abomu, and it didn't digest so easy. Let me pop it this halfway again. Yeah. All right, so my mom's gonna keep kneading this. Well, actually, I am now. I'm gonna keep kneading this until it becomes a thick texture, you know, like a globular structure. I don't know if it's the right English. Until it becomes a fufu. Peace. Alright, so now I'll be adding the okra into the soup because I don't like grinding it, but I do like chewing it. Okay, this is like the last thing I'm going to do, and the soup is basically done, you know. Just going to finish kneading this, which is not the most fun job in the world, but it's got to be done. So I will be back in 5 minutes. Peace. Okay, welcome back. Excuse for the shaking, I'm using my left to serve this. I'm using my left to hold the camera. Soup is finished. My semolina is done. That's, you know, I can't eat all of this, so I cut it in half. Yeah, so this is my semolina right here, and I'm going to pour out my soup. So let's do this. Let me pour this a bit closer. Okay, so I got me a bit of turkey tail right here. All right. Oh yeah. How about another piece of turkey tail? Where's the mushrooms at? I think the mushrooms are spread, so seeing as I'm having most of the soup in it, this is my soup anyway. Let me put some mussels in there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, some mushrooms. Some more. This soup is hot. So I advise you, if you can't take chili, only put one Scotch Bonnet Pepper in this one, because I'm telling you, it's pretty hot. Even for me, usually I can take chili very well. Let's see what else is in here. I'm not gonna eat too much. I'm gonna have some couple pieces of okra. This is how I like my okra. I don't like it, you know, crushed up like okra soup. You know, I'm not a big fan of okra stew. But when it comes to fufu, I like this. Trust me, the flavor smelling good. How much okra is in here? Alright, cool. I'll put another okra in here. Let me see how much meat is left, because I don't want to go too crazy with it. I have one more mussel, and that's about it. Okay. So there you have it. We've got semolina fufu with light soup. It's basically turkey tail and mussel light soup. Okay, a little close up right here. Give it a little shake. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do soup. Light soup. Yeah? Okay, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked, please like. If you disliked, feel free to dislike. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Peace.